It's no secret Andrew Tate is a controversial figure. After being banned on most social media platforms due to his business model of saying the most inflammatory statements possible in order to get people talking about him, he certainly pissed off a lot of people. However, when he attempted to do the same to Greta Thunberg, allegedly he accidentally doxed himself, which led to his arrest due to suspected trafficking and kidnapping. I know, if you haven't heard about Tate before, you'd probably think this is pretty wild and escalated extremely quickly. But to be honest, given the past year or so, it feels kinda normal at this point. At any rate, it all happened when he reached out to Greta on Twitter and attempted to get her attention by boasting about his car and how much potential they have to damage the environment. She replied with a suitably snarky comment, and it was pretty funny, and then he replied in turn, having gotten the attention he wanted. Usually, that's as far as it goes when it comes to this sort of stuff. However, due to a video response he posted which contains a pizza box from a Romanian chain, Romanian authorities were able to discern his location and immediately arrest him from home. In an older and now deleted video, Tate explained his move to the European country as a way to get away from authorities based on his suspected crimes, but it would appear this has not helped him. The entire Tate saga has been endemic of modern influencer culture. He's the perfect example of an influencer willing to game the system and generate as much outrage as possible to earn money, though whether this is a fault of the system or the fact that he's naturally like that is up for debate. Naturally, him getting arrested also kind of plays into his business model of generating interest, so if it doesn't follow through, it should be worthwhile to track if it only adds to his goals. That being said, being arrested on suspicion of sex trafficking is a pretty hard pill to swallow for new fans. It's also worthwhile noting that this video itself is also feeding into his business model, as talking about Andrew Tate only gives rise to Andrew Tate as a brand. The current media cycle is often exploited in this manner, often to ill effect, as social media can be utilized as a force for good or evil depending on who games it to their advantage. The fact that much of social media's algorithms push posts with higher engagement, that is, posts with higher comments or reacts, which coincidentally tend to be the ones with the most arguments and thus negative, highly charged emotions, is certainly something we're seeing exploited here, with Tate's arrest bound to achieve the same thing. In short, Tate's arrest seems to have been propagated by the very thing that he has taken advantage of for many years, but like so many other professional trolls, we can only speculate whether or not it will have a big hit on his core fanbase. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.